Hi, Brandon. Thank you for your time. Just looking back now after 2 days here, just why do you think things maybe went sideways for you guys in this series? You had a pretty deep roster. It seemed like mostly everyone was healthy, and you guys were playing pretty well down the stretch. Just what didn't translate for you guys in terms of success in the playoffs?
I mean, obviously, it's not the result anyone wanted, and it still stings, and it's something that we didn't expect. At the end of the day, you have to move on and accept what happened. We didn't end up winning the series, and things didn't go our way. I mean, it's you can say a lot of things. At the end of the day, is we just didn't get the job done. I think that's all you can say, and it's unfortunate for the result because we did have a great team, and we all thought we were going to go for a deep run here.
Jenna?
Brandon, now that you have a little bit of time away, just how would you reflect on this season and what you guys were able to do?
I think it was an interesting season for everyone, obviously with the pandemic and the different situations. I mean, I think you're just looking at how the season unfolded. I think our organization, our training staff, everyone involved here with the Pittsburgh Penguins did a great job with handling the pandemic and making things easy for us. As players, I think the organization, our training staff, everybody involved, our medical team, they did a great job throughout the season, informing us, making things easy for us, and allowing us just to go on the ice and play. So we're really grateful for that and thankful again. And obviously, you're not happy with the result and how the season finished, but it's what happened, and you got to move on.
Taylor?
Hey Brandon, just how much is the expansion draft weighing on players' minds right now that, change is coming by at least one player going to Seattle this summer?
I think the expansion draft is this summer. I mean, you might feel that guys have been thinking about that, but at the end of the day, I don't think that's on anyone's mind right now. I think the loss and getting eliminated from the playoffs is weighing on guys, still more than the expansion draft. I mean, it might be in the back of guys' minds, but I mean, it's tough to say really.
Well, a few more. Mike DeFabo?
Hey, Brandon, I'm going to try to ask this in a respectful way. After 3 straight first-round exits, there are some people wondering the job status of Mike Sullivan going forward. As a guy who's in the locker room, what would you say if somebody asked you whether they think that Mike Sullivan should be back next year?
I think Sully's a great coach. He does a great job for this group and has for many years. I was thankful enough to come to Pittsburgh last year and be with him and see the work he puts into every day. I mean, every day he comes to the rink ready to work, excited, enthusiastic, and he does a great job for this group. So, I mean, that's all you can say about Sully. He's a great individual, even better coach, and we're lucky to have him here in Pittsburgh.
Dan Kingerski?
Hi, Brandon. This season, you actually scored more points per game than any point in your career. I was curious, if you kind of realized the offensive explosion that you were having and maybe what precipitated that.
I mean, the longer you play in the NHL, I think the more confidence you have. I think being comfortable with both Teddy and Zach too, playing together for our second year now, it made things a little bit easier. But I think the goal for myself is to grow every year, to get better at something in your game every year, and to bring that to the team you're part of, and that's here in Pittsburgh. I think my job as a player is to play a 200-foot game. Play physical, be fast. Get to work and do well with the small details. And I think anytime you're able to improve your game or get better at something, it's only going to elevate yourself so that you're able to help the team in any way you can.
Wes?
Brandon, Chris Letang just got done talking about how he thought you guys carried a good bit of the play in the series. The other day after losing, Sid and Jeff Carter kind of said the same thing and thought that the group had a really good chance of making a run here. I know it's not up to you or anything, but because of that, because of the group that you had and maybe thinking that you could have made a run here, do you think that much change is really necessary?
I think we had a great group here. I mean, I think a lot of people understood that, and I think the guys in the locker room really felt that way. Obviously, like you said, our leaders, Sid, Tanger, and Kartzi, who we acquired at the deadline, those guys have been around a long time. Those guys have won many cups, and I think when you have a leadership group that understands the guys that we had in this group, and we all felt that, you know, we had a great chance of making a long run and going deep here, and unfortunately things didn't go our way, even though we felt, you know, we had great games throughout the series, and the puck just wasn't bouncing our way. But I think at the end of the day, that's management's job. It's not our job as players to worry about. I think our job is just to go out there and get ready to play, and obviously now have a good off season and come back ready, enthusiastic, excited for next season.